in Amarada, Florida, and we're fishing for sailfish with Farrell and his wife, Etty.
If we catch a big fish, I'm gonna see if I could stuff it and mount it on our wall.
Yeah, dinner, yay!
It's a beauty, it's a little snapper.
Yeah.
Grouper, Etty. It's ugly but sweet tasting. Mwah.
Do you feel that tension that's in a band? Did you ever thrive off that?
It's really what makes our live show so great. It's all these roosters strutting around, and we're out trying to outcock each other.
The pressure's on now. We got to get selfish.
I got something. Whoa, whoa, look at this guy.
That's it now. Color.
Whoa, baby.
That's a nice hook up there.
Yeah.
I'm Tom Colicchio, and I'm in the food business. From restaurants to reality TV. My true passion is fishing. No matter the size of the catch, I always love a good fight.
There you go.
And on my show, we've always got something or someone on the hook. This is Hooked Up.
We're in Amarada, Florida, and we're fishing for sailfish. Today we're fishing with Cat and Billy. He's just a real character, you know, absolutely 100% knowledgeable about fishing and different types of fishing. Cat?
Tom, how you doing, pal?
I'm good. It's a lot of fun to fish with. I fish with captains, sometimes they're grumpy and kind of ornery, but he's just a lot of fun to fish with. It makes it a great day.
We got some reef spots picked out. We can go pick up dinner first.
Dinner first?
Dinner first.
Snappers, little grouper?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll try to do that.
But I'm here for the sails.
All right.
It's prime season, we got to get them.
Yeah.
Let's get them.
Okay, dude.
There we go. Oh. I got a nice little sailfish. That's really what I'm here for. This is prime sailfish season. Woo! I've had fish for sails before, and they're so exciting. And these fish are fast. I mean, they go up to speeds of 60 to 70 miles an hour.
Right there, he's right there, short. He's got it. He's got it.
And they jump, and they're colorful, and they're just beautiful to look at. And so, that's what I'm really excited about today. Those sailfish. Listen, we're going to get a late start. Perry, being the rock star, overslept, missed his flight from LA, so he's going to get here a little later, so probably about a 12 o'clock start. Some days you fish like a rock star, and some days you fish with a rock star.
I've been invited to go sport fishing with Tom and my lovely wife, Etty, who I bring on all my adventures. If we catch a big fish, I'm gonna see if I could stuff it. Yeah, and mount it on our wall. When I was a little boy, when we first moved to Florida, my father took me out on a boat to go fishing. He caught a big sailfish. Yeah, I caught a barracuda. We accidentally missed our flight yesterday, coming to Miami from California, but we were lucky enough and fortunate enough to catch the red eye here. And you would think that we'd be tired and in a pissy mood, but we're not, because we do this for a living. We get on buses and planes right after gigs, and sometimes we don't go to bed for 2-3 days, so I'm fresh as a daisy, really. We're foodies, so we really love to eat. We go out on tour, partially to entertain people and partially to eat. In this case, it's unbelievable. Tom Colicchio himself is going to be cooking for us this evening, and that's why Etty insisted on coming on this adventure.
I never met Perry. Obviously, I know his music. He seems to be gung-ho every time he does something. I know he surfs, so I know he has a real love of the water. And so typically when you find someone who just really cares about the environment and cares about the water and wants to be out there, they're really enthusiastic. So I'm expecting that he's going to get in there and really anxious to catch some fish.
Here we are.
How's it going? Tom, how you doing?
Hey, Tom.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Come on board. Let's get this thing going.
Thanks, man.
Come on down. I know we just met, but I got to give you a hard time. 12 o'clock's a little late to get going, but hopefully we'll be all right. The fish gods are with us, I think.
Yeah, but you're in luck. Usually our call time is 2.
Ah, all right, okay.
So we're actually 2 hours early.
2 hours, okay, all right, that's cool. We're gonna probably do 2 things today. We're gonna go out and go over the reef to get some food to eat for tonight.
Awesome.
So we'll catch like groupers and snappers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're gonna move and we're gonna look for sailfish. That's the big game thing that we're looking for today.
Love it.
So cool.
Love it.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Let's get this thing going. We have like a 40-minute ride, so we're just gonna chill out.
Let's drink.
It's time for drinks. I like to do tequila a Clamato and orange juice with beer. This happens to go very well with fish.
We're heading down south, a couple miles, anchor on a reef structure. It's got a lot of snapper, grouper on it. You know, hopefully we get dinner tonight. We'll turn and burn, we'll run down the reef, back up to the north, look for sailfish showering, get in some pretty water.
Monogamy or free love, well, any man would probably tell you that if they had their druthers, they would choose free love. But when a man gets married to a woman, your ultimate goal, outside of making yourself happy, is making your children, and especially your wife, happy. And if she's not happy with the old free love, you gotta go with monogamy. To this day, I have the greatest time making love. So, you know, really what you've gotta do is use your imagination.
We're seeing if the fish come up in the chum. We have a chum slick out, waiting for them to come to the surface here.
Yeah, so we can just get the chum behind the boat. Fish will come in, smaller fish, and then after that we throw some live bait in there, get bigger fish up. Before we know it, we got a frenzy back there.
Lead weight on your rod here.
Okay.
We're gonna let it get right to the bottom. It's about 25 feet here.
All right.
And then, here you go. Gonna cast out just like this. And then you're gonna hold on your finger, kind of feel for nibbles.
Okay.
That way you can just let it go back just a second, and then you push the bail over if you get a bite. If it pulls it out of your finger there.
Okay. All right.
Your little nibbles.
All right.
You grew up in Long Island, right? You're born in Queens, I guess, grew up in Long Island?
My family's out of Bensonhurst. My father loved boats. He would take boats up to the Catskills. We had a little boat, like an 18-foot boat. I'll never forget, like my dad used to love giving everybody rides on the lake up in the Catskills. All the kids would, you know, jump on Al's boat.
So you were a kid, you did the whole Borscht Belt thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
okay.
we did.
You ever watch the entertainers that were up there? Because there was always like, you know.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got to see them. Some, you know, some of them were pretty dirty, so they wouldn't let you in.
Right.
But some of the cleaner ones, yeah. And burlesque was a big deal.
Yeah. That was,
It's a great place to hone your craft.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Did that make you want to be a performer?
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole idea of doing more for the performance definitely affected me. Like, I think that my show has a note of burlesque, if you will.
Sure, of course.
Hence the sexy dancer.
Right.
Oh, look.
Oh, yeah, there's fish all back. Yeah, there's fish
Yeah, here
all
we
over
go.
here.
We got something.
There's fish all over here.
All right, I got something.
Oh, we have
Ah,
one. Oh.
damn it.
Oh, he's calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, dinner, yeah.
Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Same thing, swing them over. Right out, right out.
It's a beauty. It's a little snapper.
Yeah, this is a mangrove snapper. Very good eating.
Delicious. The smaller, the sweeter. Like you, love.
Nice job.
Thanks. I even got to keep the bait.
Yep. Another one for the dinner.
Yeah. Oh, come on, baby. Got him, I got him, I got him.
You got the touch.
No, I didn't let him go.
That snapper, very good. All right.
That's two so far. I don't know if I can eat all this, but I've got a lot of new friends.
Yeah, the fish are not gonna get you.
They're not gonna jump up at me? Thank you. Fabulous. Thank you.
Grouper, Etty. Florida grouper. It's ugly but sweet tasting.
Unfortunately, it's too small to keep, yeah.
So you gotta be 20 inches. I'm guessing this one's probably like 17, 18 inches.
Darn it.
Let me go already.
Yeah.
But they put up a nice fight.
Fish, but
Yeah. Mwah. Say hello to your family for me.
Give it my best.
Yeah.
You got dinner?
Yeah, we have dinner.
That's what we came here for. Dinner.
Right.
Cat, let's get some sailfish, huh?
White stripes or Kings of Leon. I take white stripes. I like my music mixed with a little insanity, and there's no insanity with the Kings of Leon. Insanity is very close to genius. White stripes is genius.
At what point did you know that you wanted to perform, that you wanted to get up on stage?
Well, when I was really little, I would perform. I had a big brother and a big sister. I was allowed to go to their make-out parties, but I would have to perform for them. I was always forced, basically, to sing, because I had a good voice when I was a little kid. I could sing, you know, I would sing like a Climb Every Mountain,
Sure.
all these, The Wizard of Oz, and I performed, I was the Tin Man and everything else. So I knew I could perform, and as I grew up, I realized that you can be a schmendrick, a skinny little kid.
Right, schmendrick,
But,
I like that.
but if you could sing like Mick Jagger,
Right.
I looked at guys like that and I thought, okay, that's my career right there.
Sure.
Because I know I can do that.
Jane's Addiction started in '85, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
So what about '82, '83, '84? Who were the bands that you were listening to then?
Well, we were very influenced by people like Joy Division, The Cure, Psychedelic Furs. You know, there were goth, more towards the goth, deeper.
Getting into the business and this desire to perform, desire to get your stuff out there, did you ever look at it in terms of there's a business here, there's a way to make money with this, or was it more about the art?
Well, it was completely about the art initially. The desire to be, it's funny, I'll say it, a rock star.
Okay, no, it's fine.
But all that entails, being a rock star, is just wonderful.
We're on a mission. There's a reason we're on a mission here. Terry told me a story about going out fishing with his dad. He got a sailfish,
Right.
and he needs to be daddy. He needs to get the sailfish and bring it home. He needs to bring that mount home. So we got to get, the pressure's on now. We got to get sailfish.
All right.
We're on a mission now.
Pressure's on.
It's gone from a show, it's gone to just like real serious, like life stuff here right now.
We'll run by Tennessee Light to see if the ballyhoo are up there right now. If it doesn't look real good, we'll just keep working our way down the reef, up towards the Red Can. Then we'll go by Alligator, all the way up to E-Marker. There's been a pretty good number of fish up that way, so we'll probably end up there. There you go.
I've never been kite fishing before, so give me an explanation, would you, of what these kites are up there for?
What it allows you to do when you weight the outsides of these kites, it spreads your baits out so you're covering more area. Once you get those baits out, you put two behind the back of the boat, you can fish a tremendous amount of kites out here, yeah. Valley here, we're starting, look at it, showering pretty heavy up in front of us, Joey. We're running right now. The fish will come up skeetering on the surface, you know, trying to get away from the sailfish, kingfish, dolphin, whatever decides to come up, or whatever does to chase them up. So you never just stare at one bait, or you don't wait for it to come out of the cliff. Well, there. That's okay, that was a kingfish. Yeah, he went, that was pretty cool. Plus you get cool bites like that.
Wow.
Kingfish.
That's unbelievable. Drugs or prostitution, I'd definitely rather have all drugs legal. And prostitution, I mean, it's easy for me to get sex anytime, especially since I'm married. Sex comes easy, I don't need prostitution. Drugs, I'm always paranoid about, you know? It would be great to not be paranoid anymore.
Do you feel that tension that's in a band, did you ever thrive off that? Did you ever find that was necessary for like a live act to have that tension, or was it easier when you were all kind of in harmony?
Well, I don't like it, but my wife says that it's really what makes our live show so great. It's all these roosters strutting around, and for the women, they dig it.
Right.
Because we're trying to we're out trying to out-cock each other.
Right, yeah.
Who's more cocky, you know what I mean? Like, who's getting the attention? And that's what essentially Dave and I do all night long.
Right. But you guys, you keep kind of splitting up and coming back, and splitting up and coming back. Do you think at all that having, both of you having parents that died tragically, did that create a bond between the two of you?
It should have, and it does from moment to moment, but it lasts about that long.
Really? When you guys first figured that out, I mean, what did that mean to the two of you,
Dave
to
and
your
I are
relationship?
much smoother now because as you get older, you get wiser, and as you get wiser, you, become more appreciative of the things that you have and how you got them. And you look around and look, I mean, I might be saying this because I've worked with the guy for so long, but he's one of the greatest guitar players on the planet. He's just an unbelievable musician. So I feel very fortunate that I work with him, and I try my best to make sure that he's comfortable, happy, satisfied, for whatever it's worth. In my life and in his life and in all the guys' lives, we really caught a fish with Jane's Addiction.
Right.
And when we go out and perform those songs, that's who the people, I mean, now the people are the fish. They're all coming in because of Jane's Addiction. I got something. I got something.
There you go. Keep reeling, keep reeling. He doesn't want to come in. He doesn't want to see the boat. So once you start putting pressure on the fish like that, he starts to come up.
Whoa,
Purple looks proud
look at
sometimes.
this guy. He's fighting.
It's a workout, huh?
Yeah. I think he's getting tired. I know I am.
I see him now. Color.
Whoa, baby.
What kind is he? Silky?
Are they good
Silky.
eating?
Yeah.
Right.
They eat people though.
Yeah, that much I get.
Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I got him. I got him.
Good catch. Nice work. Awesome. You okay?
Yeah.
Good workout, huh?
Yeah. I'm glad
right.
you. He's too little to.
You're gonna hurt places you didn't even know you had.
So no push-ups tonight.
No push-ups tonight. You're good.
Porn or pyro? That's an easier question. I will take pyro anytime. I'm not the hugest fan on porn. Every once in a while, my wife and I will entertain the idea and we'll try to look at it. But I find that most people, I start blocking out their heads or other bits and pieces of them because I don't find that many people just like attractive enough to just start screwing while I'm looking at them. Whereas pyro, you give me explosions anytime, I love it.
Lollapalooza, there's plans to keep it going.
Yeah, it's pretty much an evergreen festival. As long as we do great work, the city of Chicago embraces us, and we embrace them.
People that grew up on this festival, they're getting older now. So how do you cater this atmosphere, not just to young kids who are going to go out there for a couple of days and get grimy, but for older people like myself that can come in?
Since 1991, all these people, most of these people have had children now. Right. So the first thing I think to do is take care of their kids. Right. So we have a Kids-a-Palooza area. Yeah. So for many of the kids, it's their first rock concert. They get to see Dan Zane, but they also get to see Jack White.
Okay.
So they're getting really great, credible musicians. It's the real deal. Again, it's the authenticity.
And speaking of kids, I saw an interview, this is a very early interview, where someone asked you about a message to the kids and your response was, leave home early, don't listen to your parents, and do your own thing. Now you have kids now. Right. I think that message probably changed.
No.
No?
No. If my kid, I hate to say this, but sometimes I call my kid a pussy. I like, don't be a pussy.
Okay.
I said, men follow only men of courage. A man will follow a man of courage off of a cliff.
I read back when at a certain point you turn towards the dark arts or the dark side to sort of, as for your spirituality.
Well, I did. What happened was I was in a band of Hare Krishnas.
Okay.
I didn't join them, they were Hare Krishnas. They just kind of, one by one, became Hare Krishnas.
Which band was this?
Psychom. It was before Jane's
the first one, sure, of course.
Yeah. And I just started getting, like, they started giving up on sex. That was it for me. Like, they started counting beads. You know, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. I'm like, man, that's not what I signed on for. So I just kind of got angry and rebelled from them. And I started buying Aleister Crowley books and all these books on the dark arts. And some crazy things did happen during the course of that time. Like, I did a show one time. I was doing some kind of like pentagram circle things at the house before the show, and then went down to the show and blew out, all the electricity blew out. And I was getting closer and closer to things where I said to myself, you know what? You're just this tiny little drop in the ocean here. Don't be messing with that stuff. Because inevitably, deep down inside, I'm too sweet of a guy to get into all that.
Right. Hey, Kat, we're going to wind this down now? Head back home?
Ready. Got another bike.
Got something.
There we go. Take the run.
Take her on, Tom. Go, baby.
Here we go.
Yeah. I knew that was going to happen. I really thought.
All that black art stuff.
Yeah, the black art.
How long is that bimini?
About 15 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Kingy.
Barracuda?
No, it's kingfish. That's a nice hook up there. Right on the edge. See his tail?
Yeah, look at that.
He got bit.
Yeah.
Missing a piece of his tail. You see that? His tail's cut, yeah.
Watch out.
I don't know. You see that hook there? We had a great day fishing. We really did. First we anchored up, caught a bunch of snapper, and then went offshore. We got a silky shark, landed a kingfish. Unfortunately, no sails. We saw a few, but we weren't able to hook up. But all in all, it was just a spectacular day. You know, great conversation. One thing I kind of expected from Perry, but you never know what's going to happen when you're hanging out with someone, but just really very open to talk about anything and just kind of let you into what it's like to be Perry Farrell. You spent some time living out of cars with nothing, struggling.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Is that why you're giving back?
I'm giving back more because I was so lucky and so fortunate.
We do a lot of environmental issues because I personally feel that that's the start of it. I think if we have help.
It's an umbrella.
It's an umbrella.
If you're doing things nice for the environment, if you're doing things nice for Mother Nature, it filters down to the animals. The animals, of course, filter through up to the people through the food chain, and therefore you're doing the best good in the shortest amount of time.
I know you care about the environment, but you go to Africa to get people out of bondage, and so you're picking up and you're going across the world to do this. So that's more than just like, I don't know,
There are people that need my help.
There's people that, it's a little more to that.
This was around 1999 when I did that. It nauseated me to my core to think about there were still people that were in bondage, human bondage, today, all around the world. It wasn't just in Africa. There was Haiti and
there are sex slaves here in Florida that are being held in bondage.
Oh yeah, there's sex slaves everywhere.
Right.
And it just kind of nauseated me, and I was in that mood to just go out and see if I can kick some ass, We should all be proud of who we are,
right.
But we should also find out who we are and find out the best bits of who we are and reverb who we are, you know what I mean? Who we are inside. We should reverb the best elements of who we are as people, and all the nations should be doing it. And if we did that, we would sit across from each other at the table and go, wow, nice to meet you, Italian brother,
Right,
So this is what you're about, you know what I mean?
Well, you celebrate your differences as opposed to fighting over them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's all about the people, always for the people. Music for the people.
Yeah, and I love the differences. I love, looking at people, different color, different, creeds and backgrounds and ethnicities.
This was awesome.
Thanks, Tom.
I really appreciate you guys coming out with us.
We knew we would.
Guys, here's to a great day of fishing, some new friendships, and a good time.
Thank you. Yeah,
good times are always good.
absolutely.
Hi, I'm Tom Colicchio. I'm in the Florida Keys with my friend Daniel Balud. We had a great day fishing. Oh man, that's a good fish, huh, Daniel? Click the subscribe button so you don't miss another episode.
Farrell Williams here.
Hi, I'm Joy Bryant.
I'm Eric Ripper.
I'm Tom Colicchio.
I'm Dr. Frank Lipman, the host of On the Table,
The host of Across the Board.
Host of Artist Talk.
Host of Hooked Up.
Host of the show, Be Well Week, Be Well Weekend, on the Reserve channel.
It's only on Reserve.
Did you know that you can follow my show on social media sites like Facebook?
Follow us on Twitter.
If you're a fan of my show, hit the like button.
All of the above.
Share me with your friends.
Treat yourself. Check out a new episode of my show, Hooked Up.
And if you want to leave comments, feedbacks, ideas, whatever, love to hear from you. Leave a comment.
And if you don't want to miss the show, be sure to subscribe.
The one that's like down here, or is it here? Somewhere down here.
Thanks for watching the Reserve channel.
Only on YouTube. Throw caution to the wind and ask yourself what rules.